Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play New Super Mario Bros. DS. Last episode we had a little bit of a meta episode, like a little bit of pulling back the veil or the curtain, as is the proper saying. Look, I've been watching, maybe pulling back the veil is also a saying, just like a different variation of the same saying. I've been watching a lot of Harry Potter related content, mostly Super Carlin Brothers. Because I like to put on videos while I work, right? Because mostly the work I do every day now consists of doing After Effects stuff. Like a lot of... For those of you who are like at least somewhat knowledgeable about that stuff, mostly just like a lot of motion tracking stuff, which means that there's no audio to be worked with. It's literally just like visual edits. And that means that I am free to listen to whatever the fuck I like. And I do like to listen to YouTube. So I listen to a lot of YouTube videos. And I've been rewatching Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I rewatched the entire Namek saga in like a day. And then I rewatched the first half of the Cell saga, which is just like, I like to call the end of my life. I like to call that the Android saga. I think like more people separate Android and Cell sagas for Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Z Abridged by extension, obviously. So I watched pretty much the entirety of the Android saga today because I was working. But I've also been watching a lot of rewatching a lot of Super Carlin Brothers, which is just like everything that turns up in my suggested feed. Like last year, I had a time where I was trying to like catch up on literally all of their content. They've been like creating videos for 6 or 7 years at this point, I think. I started watching year 1, where they actually did daily uploads, so that by far is like probably what they did in the first year is roughly the same amount of content I have done since. I've gotten through like a year and a half and then I just like fell out of like the project of watching it all. I'm thinking about going back and like picking up in year 2 and just like seeing if I can make it to modern day and how long it's going to take. I'm not going to rewatch the entire first year. Even though it's very fun to go back and watch the very first videos of YouTubers you enjoy. PSA, if you enjoy my videos, don't go back to rewatch the first videos on this channel. Mostly because they're bad. And I don't like anybody seeing those, but I still have them up on the channel because why not, right? But also, those are not actually the first videos I did on YouTube. Those are not even the first videos I did on this channel. There's like... Publicly, I think there's like 1900 something videos on on my channel. But when I go to my video manager in YouTube Creator or Studio Creator, whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, so this whole A button thing is starting to bite me in the ass a little bit. I think it says I have got like 2150-ish videos now. So there's about like 250 videos which are unlisted and will never become relisted again. Those are going to remain unlisted. So you can't even go back to the first videos on this channel, and this channel is not even the first channel I made like videos for. And if you were to somehow find my other channel, even on that, most of the videos there are unlisted at this point. So you couldn't even watch those videos. And the very first video I ever made was it's a real bad, but I was like, it's probably like 7, 8, 9 years old, something like that, maybe like 10. Let's say 10 just because it's a nice round number. And I just googled pictures of Pokemon, some of which were quote-unquote cool Pokemon, and some of which were quote-unquote cute Pokemon. And then in Windows Movie Maker, I put those pictures in with the titles on them, and then I listed the name of the Pokemon like Latios. Cool. Latios is a cool Pokemon. And that was my very first video I think I ever made. Yeah, it really, really sucks. But you're gonna start somewhere, and I was like, again, this is a long time ago, a very long time ago. Again, I think it was like 10, so that's like at least like 30. Let's say that was about 15 years ago. I'm not quite 25, but I think I might have been a little bit under 10. So let's say it's 15 years ago. I think I still have not that specific video, which is sad. But I have videos that I made in that same time period still backed up somewhere, I think. So I can look at the dates of those videos and see when they were created. I will not do that because that sounds like a lot of work. But I could do that. And then I could put the dates on screen and tell you how long ago I made those videos. But again, I'm not going to. The moral of the story there, I guess, is that I suck. I mean, it kind of is. But the thing is, you're always going to suck when you start something new. Also, you're always going to suck at like everything if you're like 10 years old. That sounded wrong. That came out very, very wrong. But yeah, if you're like 10 years old and you do something, chances are it's not going to give you a good result. But, you know, if it's fun, you keep at it. You keep at it. If it's fun, you keep doing it, and eventually you will get better, or you'll get bored and you'll go do something else. Because usually when you like don't get better at something, then it's not as interesting. So you'll get bored and you'll go find something that you're more like naturally gifted towards, and you'll find that loads more fun, and then that's the thing you'll get good at. In theory. Anyway, fucking butter knives. I don't know what a butter knife. Well, I know what a butter knife is. I don't know why I said fucking butter knives. Again, I said this in the first episode of today's recording session, which was like 2 episodes ago, which was like Monday for you guys, while it is on Friday, so you probably don't remember. But it's been I didn't want a one-up mushroom. It's been a fairly long day for me, and I'm recording this now at a time I usually wouldn't be recording at, and that just things turn a little bit weird, especially like later into the recording sessions. If I record like past 8 PM, which it's not 8 PM yet, but it's getting close to 8 PM. The last video like I record in that session is always going to be like a little bit weird, and last episode was very meta, which also happens when I'm tired. I can see like patterns emerging there. Because when I'm tired, I don't really have like a lot of fun things to talk about, and then I default to the things I think about like most of the time, and most of the time the things I think about are like video production related. And when I talk about those, video like commentary becomes fairly meta fairly quickly. So it does make sense that the first episode was a little bit slow. I feel like my commentary there was not quite on point. The second one was very meta, and then this one is just a little bit weird, which is exactly the formula of like my videos when I record this late. I mean, it's also just kind of like the formula of my videos period. Just like, it's always a little bit meta, a little bit weird, and a little bit like, but I wouldn't say slow. I'd say I'm not like the best at doing the like let's play stuff, but I would say that over like the last 7 or 8 years-ish I've been doing this, I've gotten decently good at it. I just like talking bullshit, that is. I'm still not very good at doing it while playing the game, but that's something like every Let's Player faces. Playing a game while also talking, it's not something that mortal men are supposed to do. Okay, so as a result of that, I'm going to just shut up for a moment here and land on this shelf. Thank you! Oh, that was the last one. I thought I only had hit him once before. Okay, so we've got plenty of time to do like 1 or 2 more levels here. I was going to say, we might actually like end off the episode here at the second mini castle, but But we don't have enough time to do all 3 of those levels, so I'm probably going to like 1 level here. And then, I don't know how long this episode has been, because I'm recording 3 at a time, as is very clear by the way I've been talking about it, especially like this last 5 minutes. But it also means that I know roughly I should end the recording at 45 minutes, but I had a 2-minute like dead air before I started, so then the first episode was recorded from about 2 minutes to about 17-ish minutes. Then I think the second episode ended about 35-ish minutes, which means that this episode should end about 50 minutes into the recording. That seems about right. And we're about 45 minutes in now. So we've got about 5 more minutes in this episode, I'd say. And maybe we don't. Maybe we're having a longer episode as a result of me not being able to count. Which that wouldn't be the first time that happened. But yeah, so if we've got like 5 more minutes, I think we might be able to do the castle anyway. Because this level doesn't seem to be giving me many issues. And if the next level doesn't give me many issues either. And the castle doesn't give me many issues either. There's a lot of ifs in this scenario, I am aware. Okay, so we're going to have a little bit of issues. Okay, never mind. We might be able to make that. We might be able to make that happen. Do the rest of the world in this video, and then I can start the next recording session with my mini mushroom, and that means I can go get the mini mushroom off screen by just like repeatedly going into the same item house over and over again and save states coming. Because that's literally like the most reliable way to get it. And yeah, that is a little bit scummy. Okay, so having that star is definitely going to help me, like, quite a bit. Oh, I want to have that star as well. I want to keep the stars. Does that reset my score point? No, it doesn't. So now I'm gonna... No. Fuck! You need to go over, not under. There. Okay. No, that's good to know. That's good to know. There's no worries there. Okay, there's a little like worry there, because that does seem like, while trying to pay attention to like a million other things, that is going to be fairly annoying. But we can do that. We can do that. There's no legitimate like, oh my fucking god. There's no legitimate danger there. Are you also a star? You are also a star. Okay. That is a little bit overkill, these many stars, I'm gonna be honest with you. Pretty much just needed it for that, I think. No. That was so close! No. That wasn't even closer. I don't like these green cheap. Can we please get rid of the green cheap? Or the big ass green cheap. I don't like them either. I think they have a different name, the green ones as well. I don't know. I don't really know Mario lore that well. I'm very sorry. But we managed to get through this level somehow. And now we have 1 more level to go before the castle. I doubt that we're going to actually get through the castle here in this episode. We're going to pull a World 5 again on you and start next episode with the castle, which means that getting a mini mushroom is going to be a little bit annoying. I guess I can get the mini mushroom in my item slot, which actually would be quite good now that I think about it. This is just satisfying to do. It doesn't really give you anything other than like a couple of points and a mushroom, I suppose. It's not worth doing. Like, at all. But it's just satisfying to do. But I'm trying to make it a little bit, like, hastier, so I'm going to not keep doing... I don't know, dude. This is a very tall stack of them. I'm going to do it. It's just too satisfying to pass up. I'm kind of sad that the spinny thing doesn't, like, trigger the same thing as the ground pound does there. Maybe it does if you hold the down button. No, it doesn't, because if you don't hold the down button, it just does this, and it doesn't break anything. So, yeah, that's a little bit sad. If it did the multiple coins from a coin block, as well with the spinny thing. I just said how good I am at commentary, and now I'm just saying the thing and the spinny thing and that other thing. If there's any aspiring like Let's Players or commentators watching, don't do that. don't do pronoun game bullshit. Like, he, the thing. You know what the pronoun game is. You watch CinemaSins, don't you? You watch CinemaSins. Like, statistically speaking, the chances of people watching this not watching CinemaSins are fairly low, I would say. So you probably like have seen some CinemaSins at least, so you know what the pronoun game is. Don't do that as a commentator, because that's just confusing and annoying. You know what? You know what? I think I've got some time. I think I've got time to do this. World 6, Big Castle. Let's go. I was gonna say, I can't make that jump. I don't know what the hell kind of drugs you are on, but that is not a jump I can make. That is not a jump you are, like, expected to make. I made it though. So... Dude, I'm literally throwing fireballs. Why am I not lava proof? That's one thing I'll give 3D Mario over 2D Mario, is lava isn't an instant kill. It just like... That wasn't very smart of me. I should have done the fire flower first. That's what I should have done. Because that would have then given me another fire flower. Which effectively just gives me like a free upgrade. Or a free power up. That's a very scary power up to get. Okay, I'm going to try and focus here for a little bit, because I don't want to fail horribly, because I don't want this episode to be like literally an hour long. Which it wouldn't ever be. I wouldn't feel so badly that this episode would end up being an hour. That was hyperbole speaking. But still, I would prefer this episode not to be too long, because I don't actually know why. I mean, if this episode becomes 20 minutes long, it's not that big of a deal. It's not like it has any consequence at all, other than the video being a little bit longer. But honestly, I think you guys might even enjoy that. So I don't know why I looked over at that monitor as if there was like a live chat going on. I've been live streaming too much lately, dude. I've gotten used to not being alone when I do my Let's Plays. Oh, this is gonna be fun, because all these are timed in such a way that yeah, never mind. They are on a very weird time loop. Huh. We're already at the end of the castle, so definitely was the best decision to just do it this episode. I like this boss fight! I don't think I've ever done this boss fight, like, properly. I think I've done it with a Mega Mushroom before, like every time. You just stand on top of here. No, you don't. Okay. Never mind. You wait for him to come out, then you jump. But the thing is, the funny thing is, this is actually fairly difficult to dodge. Yeah, the funny thing is, this is actually fairly difficult to... Never mind! Never mind! I was gonna say, this is actually fairly difficult to like get up there for his last hit, but then I just did it like that. So that was the end of world number 6. Next episode we're going to start in world number 7. I might have a little bit of trouble getting... Wow, world 8 really like doesn't like high frame rates, does it? I might have a little bit of trouble getting into world 7. But we'll see about that next episode. Until then, I've been Logan, you've been awesome, as always. Bye.